Hello everyone, this is South Alabama Cooking coming to you live from the farmhouse out in the wilderness. And I'm going to demonstrate a recipe for you today that I'm really excited about. But first of all, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone, to all of the ladies out there. I hope y'all have a great Mother's Day today. And let me show you who is here with me. There's my daughter Rebekah. She has come to see me for Mother's Day.
I'm here.
So my daughter Rebekah and my son Dave, they came to see me today and went to church with me and just celebrate Mother's Day with me. Now Dave, he's already gone back to civilization. He went back to the city, but Rebekah's still here with me. Okay, let's turn right around here and start on this recipe. And what I'm going to do today is make blueberry muffins. So I have 2 cups of self-rising flour right here in my sifter. I'm just going to sift that out into my bowl. And the reason that I'm so excited about this recipe today is because I'm going to be using wild blueberries that Rebekah and I have picked out here on the farm. They just growing wild. And so anyway, they're getting ripe, and this is another one of the many wild edibles that we have out here on the farm. So I'm really excited about this and happy about this. So we've got 2 cups of self-rising flour. Now we've got to put in 1.5 cups of sugar. So let's go ahead and measure that out into our bowl. Now while I'm doing this, I already have my oven preheating, and I have it set on bake 375. So that's what you'll want to cook them on. Okay, we're going to stir this up together. We're going to combine the flour and the sugar together. And the reason we want to go ahead and get this stirred up together like this is that it will help keep the flour from lumping up. If you just have flour in here and you pour milk on top of it, you're going to have a bunch of lumps. So we're going to go ahead and mix the flour and the sugar up together. Kind of try to press some of the lumps out of it. It shouldn't be too very lumpy if you have sifted your flour. All right, there we go. I'm going to leave just a little bowl right here in the middle, and we're going to put our wet ingredients right here in the middle. So we want to put in, let's see, we're going to put in 1/2 cup of milk. So let me go ahead and get that. All right. Next, we want to put in 1/2 cup of oil. And we're just pouring all of these liquid ingredients right here in the middle in this little bowl that we've made. And then we can start stirring it up and stirring the dry ingredients in with the liquid ingredients. Okay, now let's see, we want to put in 2 eggs. So let's get those in there. Now, I didn't realize that we had wild blueberries growing out here. Hang on, let me wash my hands. I didn't know that we had wild blueberries growing out here until just like, I don't know, a month ago or something. And we were out walking over the property and came upon these wild blueberries. So I was just very excited to find that. Okay, let's see. We have to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So wild blueberries, you know, they're a cousin to the cultivated blueberries. You can go to the nursery or to Walmart or, you know, Lowe's or something like that, and you can buy the blueberry trees. This is a cousin to those. And also, huckleberries are a wild blueberry, and we have something called gooseberries out here. They grow on just a little short bush like that. All of these are wild blueberries, and they're cousins to the cultivated blueberry. All right, let me make sure I've got everything in here. got my flour, sugar, 2 eggs, vanilla, oil, milk, okay, and we're going to add the blueberries here in just a minute. So I've got a fork, and I'm going to bust the yellow in these eggs, and then we're going to start stirring this up together, okay? We kind of beat this around a little bit, kind of get them eggs beat up a little bit. All right, we're going to start stirring in our dry ingredients. All right, this is a nice looking batter here. And this recipe, I got this recipe out of one of the old Southern Living cookbooks right here. Okay, this is another old Southern Living cookbook that I have. So that's where this recipe is coming from. All right, this looks good. We've got it stirred up. It's still got a few little lumps in it, but that's okay. A few lumps does not matter when you're making muffins or when you're making waffles or when you're making pancakes. A few little lumps is fine in that batter. Okay, now, y'all look here at my wild blueberries. See that? Isn't that amazing? I mean, to me, it's amazing. See that? Okay, so we're going to put, the recipe calls for 1 cup of blueberries. So I'm putting my wild blueberries in here. Now I'm going to take a spoon. I'm just going to gently stir these blueberries into this batter. Let's kind of get it stirred up here. See, this is pretty quick and easy. Make sure these blueberries all got some batter on them and stir it in here good. Okay, this is what our batter looks like. See that? Now, let's get a muffin tin right here. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Baker's Joy. This has flour in it, and that helps your muffin or your cake not to stick. It works better than just plain spray with no flour. If you've got flour in it, it works better. So let me spray this muffin tin. All right. We're going to start spooning this in. See if I can get it in here without making too much of a mess. So how has y'all's Mother's Day been going today? Did your kids come to see you? And did y'all go out to eat, or did you just go home and cook something to eat? We didn't go out to eat. I told my kids that I just didn't want to go out to eat. I would rather go home and cook something to eat because I didn't want to wait in those long lines. So we didn't go out and eat. We just came home and ate us something. And then we've been out walking over the property, just, you know, looking at different plants. And I showed my kids some sassafras trees. And I made a little video showing the how to identify a sassafras tree. And I'm going to post that on South Alabama Cooking, so y'all can be looking for that little video. It'll be coming up in the next few days. And I like to dig the roots of the sassafras tree because you can make sassafras tea. And if you have never tasted sassafras tea, oh my goodness, it is some kind of good. And also, another thing that you can do with the sassafras tree is you can use the leaves. If you've ever used filet, it's a seasoning in your gumbo. All that is ground up sassafras leaves. And so you can make your own filet if you have some sassafras trees. All right, let me add just a little bit more right here. Okay, we are going to, let me get a paper towel. You can wipe this off just a little bit, and then we're going to put this in the oven. Now, the directions say to cook it for 25 minutes. Okay, there we go. Let's turn around here. There's my ovens. Just slide it right in here. And I'm going to set my timer for about 15 minutes, and I'll check them and see how they look. All right, the muffins have been cooking for 15 minutes. Let's check them out. Okay, they're starting to get brown, but they're going to need to cook just a little bit longer. Let me just pull them out here for a minute. Let me just fill at the top. Yeah, they're going to need to cook a little bit longer. The top is still real puffy, and it's not done. So we're going to let it cook. I'll cook it 5 minutes more, and we'll see how they look. All right, I've cooked the muffins for 5 more minutes. That means they've been cooking a total of 15 minutes. Let's check them. 20 minutes. A total of 20 minutes. That's right. 15 first plus 5 equals 20. Okay, let me look at these. Let me just kind of feel of them. And you may be wondering why am I feeling of them and how can I tell? So, and they're not ready. And so I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm touching the top of them with my finger. And when I lightly touch them, if they don't pop back up, if it doesn't spring back up, if it kind of just stays down where I touch it, then it's not ready. It needs to cook a little longer. So we're going to cook it 5 more minutes, and the recipe did call for 25 minutes. All right, the muffins have been cooking 25 minutes. Let's check them again. I've got a little piece of the skewer here. We're going to see if it comes out clean once I stick it in there. Okay, these are the 2 that I stuck in last, these 2 muffins right here. They are not ready. You see that batter on there? So they're not ready. Now let me get a skewer and check the back muffins that have been in there actually 25 minutes. And let's see if they're ready. All right, I'm going to check them. Yes, these are ready. So I'll take these out, and we'll let these other 2 cook a little longer. Okay. Now, I stuck the skewer in. It come out clean. Let me show you. Okay, see there? That means these muffins are done. All right. Let me put them right around here. Well, let me get me another hot pad here. All right. I'm going to put them right here on the bar. Just turn the camera around here. There we go. All right. Let me get a plate. And let's see if we can get these muffins out of here. Okay, they may come out if I just turn it upside down. Let's see what happens. There we go. What do you know? Look at that. All right. Here are our muffins. Let's turn them over. There they are. Now, I'm going to cut one open and taste it. See how it tastes. I'm curious to know how this tastes with these wild blueberries. Ooh, look at the steam coming off of there. Wow. is. Okay. Blow on it for a minute. See, there's the blueberries. Okay, let's see if I can taste it. Oh wow, that is very, very good. You want to taste that?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me turn the camera so they can see you. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Super good.
Y'all, this is so good. So I hope y'all will try this recipe. Now, if you don't have wild blueberries, just go to the store, you know, and buy you a little pint of blueberries and use those, and that'll work just as well. Okay, I'm glad y'all came by today and just visited with me in my kitchen, and we cooked up something really good. And y'all just be good, and we will see you next time.